Hey folks, Revolutionary Brewer here. We're back with another homebrew kit review, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of a different kit review. This is one I debated whether to make or not, and I decided it's probably a good idea to go ahead and make the review. Anyways, today's going to be something totally new. It is a Barron's Beer Kit, Light American Ale style, or just maybe light ale. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and open it up, and we're going to go right into this one. We'll pop the top. There's a story behind this beer. I've already had a couple, but anyways, let's give it a pour. So first of all, you know, the beer looks okay. Can't take that away from it. It's crystal clear. It looks like a, you know, like a lighter beer, or lighter ale, or a lager. But the proof, especially with this one, is in the taste. Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. And so let's get right down to it. This beer, it's so sweet. It's just... it's disgusting. It tastes like, I don't know if any of you ever had those blocks of toffee. I used to get them in the corner stores. It's sweet like a toffee or something like that. It's just really, really, really sweet. So let's get down to what happened. I bought this new kit. It's one of those, it's 7.5 liters of wort, and you top it up to 23 liters. I topped it up to 20 liters because I done the conversion and would have came out at 3.5%. And that was like too low. So I topped it up to 20 liters, and that brought it up a little over 4%, which I thought would be fine. Now, this Barron's kit came with 2 7-gram packs of yeast, so I used both of them. I know there was a problem. First of all, I pitched the yeast at about 70 degrees. It was between 70 and 72, and it pretty much fermented for, I had it in primary fermentation, just in one stage ferment, and it was about 2.5 weeks. So it should have been plenty of time, but when I bottled it, I knew something was terribly wrong, because I always taste my beers during bottling, and it was so sweet. I'm like, oh, this is going to be a disaster. Anyways, I put it in bottles, put it in the closet, and after about 2.5 or 3 weeks in the closet, I had a bottle bomb. One exploded, it blew everywhere, and so at that point I had to do something. What I did is I dumped half the batch. I tasted it, and it's still disgusting. I dumped half the batch, and the rest of them I put in the fridge, which will help with take the pressure off the bottles. So, anyways, they're basically all gone. This is the last one. I drank about 5 or 6 of them. They're not even really drinkable. They're disgusting. I don't even know why I drank them. To try to get something out of the batch, but to hope that sometime in the fridge would, you know, the sweetness would dissipate, but it didn't. So my theory is that it probably didn't ferment properly. I mean, I got a little complacent, and the last couple of years I haven't been taking gravity readings before bottling my beer. So, you know, a lot of people will say that you can't really use the airlock to judge fermentation. Just because it's bubbling doesn't tell you anything, really, or the fact that it's not bubbling doesn't tell you anything. And that's very true. That's great advice. But as we do over the years, sometimes we get a little bit complacent, and that's what happened to me. Let me just take another taste of this. It looks like a nice beer, but oh man, that's horrible. I don't even know if there's any hops in there. It just, there's no bitterness at all. It's just sweet. It's like a syrup. A toffee syrup. It's terrible. Anyways, like I said, my theory is it just didn't ferment properly. And it could have been the yeast. The conditions were fine. Like I said, I pitched the yeast at about 70 degrees, and it fermented the whole time between a band of 68 was the lowest I ever seen it go down to, and it got up as high as 73 or 74 at its peak. That's when it was really fermenting. But I'm really, really, really disappointed in this kit, and like I say, some of it's on me. I should have took the reading. I should have made sure it was fully fermented, but I didn't. But at the same time, this is the first, in 8 years of brewing, this is the first batch that I actually had to throw a lot of it out. I've never actually thrown out any beer before in 8 years of brewing. So what I'd really like to do is, if anyone else has brewed one of these kits out there, give me some feedback on it. Maybe I just had a bad batch. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I got some kind of infection. I don't know, but in 8 years of brewing, I've never had anything like this. This is a total disaster. And like I said, it's a nice looking beer, but oh man, it is so sweet. Oh, it's like drinking like syrup, like when you brew and you have some unhopped malt, that's almost what it tastes like. It's just like, did they forget to put the hop this batch? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But all I'm going to say is, for the meantime, I'm going to say stay away from Barons. There's so many good products out there. This was terrible. This disaster. I'm not even going to give it a rating out of 5. I can't rate it because, first of all, I had a bottle blow up in my closet. And second of all, the beverage it produced, this isn't even really, it's sweet, it didn't produce beer, so I can't even rank it as a beer. It doesn't even taste like a beer. I mean, I've done some kits that were mediocre. The worst one I think I ever rated was the 2-liter bottle where you just drop the yeast pellet in. Even that's a lot better than this. I don't know. Like, if any of you guys have had any experience with these Barons kits, positive experience, let me know. Maybe, like I said, I just got a bad batch, but I totally would recommend staying far away from these kits. There's too many better options out there. If you want to go with the beer in the bag wort sort of kit, there's Festa Brew and there's Brewhouse. Both quality products. That are probably not going to let you down. This is just the biggest disappointment in my brewing career. 8 years. This is... I'm not going to drink this. I'm going to pour it down the drain. It's not even worth drinking. It's terrible. Like I said, I've never had anything ever turn out like this. But as I mentioned, it made me take a look at myself and realize that I did get a little bit slack with some of my brewing processes. So I'm going to start crack down on that a bit with my sanitation. I'm going to give it a little extra, and I'm going to start taking readings. I brew mostly extract beer, so I'm like, do I need to really take a reading? Yes, I do. Yeah, and everybody does. You should be taking a reading before you bottle to make sure that your beer is fermented, because you can't tell by the airlock. Anyways, like I said, this is a really disappointing review. I have another kit, a new kit that I'm almost scared to try now. It's a Morgan's IPA kit, but I'm going to give it a go. I'm pretty sure this is a one-off, but my recommendation, stay away from the Barons 7.5 liter wort in a bag kits. If anyone else has had any experience with these, please let me know. I like to think that this was just a one-off. I hope it was just a one-off for everybody's sake that's brewing out there. But until I find out different, I would just stay away. Just too many other good options out there. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Keep on brewing, and hopefully next time I'll be back with a bit better review. Cheers.